Your Country 1039 KGRT, Mr. Turks Bentley. Yeah, free and easy. Down that road I go.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. It's time for our question of the day. And I will tell you this, weekend's looking really nice weather-wise. So getting down to the Farmers and Crafts Market ought to be a whole lot of fun for tomorrow morning. But let's get to our question of the day today. And today we're going to be talking movies, in particular, comedy movies. Yeah, that's right. We are looking at the best or the funniest comedy movies in the past 50 years, because there have been so many that came out, and Collider.com thinks that they have figured out the best, I think top 50, right? But they got their top 10 up here, and I'll tell you this, top 5 is pretty solid here. Airplane, number 1. Yeah, going back to 1980 for that one. Spinal Tap, and Spinal Tap movie, another one's coming out this year. That'll be fun. The Birdcage, Bridesmaids, The Big Lebowski, and the rest of the top 10 includes Kirk's, Life of Brian, had to have some Python in there, Superbad, Fish Called Wanda, and then Anchorman in the top 10. And I'll be honest with you, that is a pretty good, solid list right there. And all I can say is they didn't have one of my favorites in there, but I'm kind of weird. If you've ever heard of a movie called Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid with Steve Martin, it is absolutely hilarious. It's silly. It's definitely down my lane as far as comedies go. But yeah, I would put that one among there. I like it so much it's permanently saved on my computer. But yeah, what do you think? What would be your funniest movie of all time? Yeah, what's the funniest movie that you have ever seen? I'll put it more that way, because there could be some funny ones you haven't seen yet. But yeah, what is the funniest movie that you have seen? Let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in at 575-523-KGRD. That's 575-523-5478. And of course, you can always leave your comments down below, because we are live on our social media pages. That is Facebook and YouTube, and might have a little problem with that stream. I'll fix that in a second, but let me know your answers here for our question of the day. What is the funniest movie that you have ever seen? That is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Okay. All right. Apparently, whatever issues they were having on our social media pages, it's fixed. And yeah, this is a very simple question today, because I ran across this topic this morning that Collider.com, they like to put lists together. And over the last 50 years, that's how far back they went, but they picked out some of the funniest comedies out there. Yeah, and Airplane at number 1, it's still a classic for me. I do love that movie. And Spinal Tap, absolutely, as a musician, it's hilarious. The Birdcage, I mean, you can't go wrong. That whole cast is amazing in there. Birdcage, Bridesmaids, The Big Lebowski, once again, classic comedies. But I like the fact that we did get Clerks in there, and Life of Brian, and A Fish Called Wanda. I guess 2 of those could be half, Monty Python cast, and Anchorman in there, which is still one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. But as far as personally, though, yeah, I will highly recommend Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. If you haven't seen it, I don't know where you can stream it right now. I wonder if I can look that up real quick. Let's see. Sorry. Apparently, you can still rent that movie. YouTube, Apple, Amazon, Google Play Movies, and Fandango. So yeah, you can still find that movie. Check it out. Great movie, 1982. Steve Martin. It's in black and white. Just kick back and enjoy. That's what I'll say. It is a little bit silly, but I like silly movies. So yeah, what's the funniest movie that you have seen? Let me know your answers by calling in, texting in at 575-523-KGRT, or just go ahead and leave your comments down below. And let's go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. Starbucks testing 2 new drinks And no, it's not new pumpkin spice drinks. They're actually made with coconut water, cocoa matcha, and cold brew cocoa. Yeah, the cocoa matcha drink features unsweetened matcha, cold foam over coconut water and ice, and then the cocoa cold brew combines coconut water with cold brew foam. Interesting. Yeah. And if you are an Apple TV subscriber, good news. No, not really. They're increasing their monthly cost by about $3. That's a big hike there. Also, Wall Street Journal says Raya dating app, which draws actors, athletes, and other celebrities, currently has a waiting list of 2.5 million people. Yeah, apparently they've got about several 100,000 members. It's a little exclusive, right? Compared to others like something like a Tinder, which has 50 million. And what else is going on? Let's see. Study reveals how to reverse gray hair. What? Yeah, apparently they have found that there is a basically your hairs are getting stuck. There's some cells that get stuck, and that way it comes out as gray. So they figured out what is causing gray hair. So now they need to find out how to unblock these cells. If that happens, I might change my opinion on doing something about my gray hairs. Or I'll just keep the hat on. One of the two, right? Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day, and that is very simply, Collider.com has come up with a list that they think are the funniest movies from the past 50 years. Airplane is number one, Spinal Tap number two, The Birdcage number three. Those are pretty solid picks right there. But what about you? What is the funniest movie that you have seen? Right? I've got a weird sense of humor, so I won't necessarily go by what I have. But what about you? Let me know your answers for our question of the day. 575-523-KGRT is the number. So call them in, text them in, and you can always leave your comments down below. For our question of the day, what's the funniest movie that you have ever seen? Our question of the day brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.